Guess what I'm doing? I'm doing my third A Realm Reborn Relic weapon. 2 months after I said I would never get a second one, and about 2 weeks after I said I would never get a third one. I've decided I'm doing them all. I've looked at all the relics. These are the best ones, in my opinion, generally. You know, there's good ones from each expansion, but generally, the A Realm Reborn relics look good throughout the whole thing. I've already decided that I'm getting them all at this point. Because if I just say, yeah, well, I'm going to get my warrior relic weapon, but I'm not going to get another one because it's too much grinding. If I say that, I know I'm lying to myself. I'm already leveling up my archer so I can get that relic afterwards. Anyway, I'm on the worst stage of the process. I'm doing the books. I think this is the 5th one. So I've got still quite a few more to do. But I've got 1 fate left, which is in this area, Mordona, and I've got 2 dungeons to do. So why not get a video out of it, right? The book process. This is definitely the worst stage of the process. It's super boring. But it's not really the books that are the problem, it's the quantity of them. It's the fact that you have to do it 9 times. I do sometimes overestimate, you know, how monotonous a book is, because I'll go kill all the enemies, it'll take maybe 15 minutes. Maybe even less than that. The dungeons are whatever if you unsync them. I'm not max level like I was when I did my Dragoon Relic. So I'm 72, I'm not killing enemies instantly, unfortunately. 70 is more than enough to be able to do A Realm Reborn dungeons solo, but you're just not going to be insta-killing enemies. The leave quests are also fine, generally. The one that you need is normally there. I would say 80% of the time the one that you need is always available. If it's not available, then what you have to do is do a random leave quest. So you end up doing usually 4 instead of 3 that is required by the books. And the fate step isn't even that bad either. I mean, I'll go and check whether or not it's available as soon as I get the book. Usually there's 1 or 2. Sometimes if you get really lucky, all 3 will be available as soon as you get to the areas. But normally there'll be 1 that's available as soon as you check. If the others aren't there, you could world hop, but I would just simply fill out the rest of the objectives. And naturally, as you're going through the areas, you can keep checking. If they're still not there by the time you get to the dungeon step, then just do the dungeons while waiting in the area of the fate that you need. By then, you've probably already done 2 of them, so you can just wait in the last area, do the dungeons, and after each dungeon just check if it's available. So the books aren't terrible, it's just the fact that you have to do 9 of them. 1 more dungeon, 1 more fate. Amdapor Keep. Fate's still not ready, so let's hope it's there when I get out. Then I can start my 4th book or 7th, but I don't know. I lose track of things. Why would I want to do this multiple times over? Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm probably going to be getting all of them just because they look so good. Well, that's because I'm on a journey of leveling every class in the game. Not to like a master's level or anything like that, just, you know, basic level to do dungeons and duty roulette, basically. Just because I want to experience them all, see what they're all about, and just for completionist's sake, I guess. I want to look at that menu where it says all your jobs and what level they are. I just want them all to be orange 90s. But like, yeah, I don't think I'll ever be a healer main. I've tried healing. It was a fucking nightmare. I respect any healer in this game. I mean, it's probably not as bad as it was when I tried it. I just need to try it a bit more. But man, is it stressful. I respect anyone. I respect all healers. Except for the ones that think they're tanks in dungeons. I don't respect you, but I respect healers in general. I'm leveling everything though, so that includes the healing classes. And I'm going to want a cool weapon for each of those classes, even if I'm not going to use them that often. I've already seen the A Realm Reborn relics, unfortunately. The Black Mage weapon looks awesome. The Bard weapon looks awesome. The Ninja weapon looks awesome. They all look good. I want them all right now. But I finished Endwalker recently. I don't know if have I already mentioned that? I can't remember. But I finished Endwalker. It was an absolutely amazing journey getting into this game, going from beginning to end. And now that that's over, that was really what was taking up the majority of my time, because going from main scenario, from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker, takes a long time, like hundreds of hours. And that was the main thing that I would spend my time on when I would get online. Now that that's gone, I do have the time when I get on to do Relic stuff. But in all honesty, I don't mind the books. Again, like, doing a couple books at a time is not that bad. And if you put on a video that you've been meaning to watch, like a long video, you can just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Watch the video while doing the books. Then you can save time later on in your day by not having to watch it then. Or maybe even start waking up earlier. If you wake up an hour earlier than you normally would, you can get some book progress done then. Then you're not really losing any time in your day dedicated to these things. I am a bit nervous to go into duty roulettes with my warrior, because I'm level 72 right now. We're coming up on those Shadowbringers and Endwalker dungeons and trials, and I'm kind of nervous for them, because I've not been a tank during those trials and dungeons. That was when I was leveling Dragoon and Machinist. I'm decent at tanking in the earlier stuff, but that Warrior of Light trial took us like 4 wipes because the tanks were getting the limit break wrong. The tank limit break actually became useful because the tanks are required to use limit break, otherwise everyone dies at one point. And there's a few different trials from those expansions that require that, and I just feel like I would suck at the timing. So I'm not looking forward to the time I get my trial roulette and I get the Warrior of Light. Although I do now know that the tank limit break does not last very long, which is why I think we kept wiping, because they were activating it when it seemed like it was the right time, but the effect would wear off before the attack would hit. I think one or maybe even both of the tanks ended up leaving, so yeah, it didn't leave a good impression on me, you know, going into those as a tank. Anyway, now I am this is the first time that I've done one of these books, and I've actually had to wait on a fate when everything else is done. Again though, I did see it come, it's over here somewhere. And I did see it come up while I was doing it, it's just someone beat me to it and completed it. If it wasn't for you, I could have gotten there in time and finished it myself. You know what I love about doing the fate grinding though, whether it be for the Atma at the beginning or the books? I like it when other people are doing it with you, and you know they're doing it because they have the same weapon as you or one of the other variants. It just speeds everything up. Like every time I see someone doing it and they've got one of the weapons and they get back on their mount to go to the next one, I just follow them. It makes the fates go so much quicker and you can just grind it together. Anyway, that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Thought I would just get a little video out of the book stage since it's so boring. You can see why a lot of people give up here, but I'm doing them all. I'm doing them all. Thank you for watching. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in my next video.